Roll the motherfucking corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from Ty Mary. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. I'm going to drop a lecture today on some old newspapers and some Anubis findings in America. Well, the black dog ideology. Roll the corn. Hit the like button, hit the share button. If you on YouTube, man, hit the like button. Do that for truth now. Put a comment down there. Put the corn in the chat, man. We need corn all over the chat, all over Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Put the corn wherever you can put it. Get in the comments and put the corn wherever you can put the corn. Because our ancestors created that corn and fed the whole world. Roll the corn. And this is where the knowledge is coming from. We want hunter-gatherers to see corn in their comments. We know the truth now. Carol Harden, what up? Put that corn wherever you can put it. If somebody lying about your history, drop the corn in the comments. If somebody don't know what they talking about, drop the corn in the comments. Don't even argue with them. Just put the corn in the comments. Roll the corn. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. Let me put something up here so I can see the chat. Let me put something up here so I can see the chat. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Let me put something up here so I can see the chat. Alabama, what up? True self, roll the corn, brother. Put the corn in the chat. California. We know the truth now. Genius Music, roll the corn, brother. Little Rock, Arkansas, what up? Joe, Kentucky. We on the rise. They got us fucked up. Y'all got us fucked up giving our mound to these Native Americans. Y'all got us fucked up thinking y'all gonna give us our ancient culture intermarry to a hunter-gatherer. You got us fucked up. Bristol, UK, what up? Philly in the building. The Broad Street Bully. Roll the corn. Mary, what's up? Y'all got us fucked up thinking y'all gonna give these mounds to these natives. Let them live on our land. Y'all got us fucked up. So, Sir, I love you and I'm in love with you. Y'all got us fucked up if y'all think y'all finna get these garbage-ass natives our mound complexes. Get them hunter-gatherers off Kodesh. Get them off the Holy Land. They not holy. Get the unholy off the Holy Land, bro. We ain't got time for this shit. Y'all gotta get the unholy off the Holy Land. That's the problem. That's why the world fucked up. Y'all got the unholy on Holy Land. Living out there like they just some type of dangerous chosen people. Get these hunter-gatherers off the Kodesh. Roll the corn. Put the corn in the chat, man. If you see any bullshit, tag truth now and put the corn behind it, and I'm rolling on them. I'm rolling on anybody. Put it in the chat. If you see a garbage ass TikTok video, put me in the chat, in the comments, with the corn, and I'm gonna roll that video, cause you lying. We know the truth now. Casey Macon, what up? I ain't even shared the live. I'm sorry. Let me share the live. Let me get Keisha in here too. We know the truth now. Now, roll the corn. Let's go look right here. The dog burial from the Black Earth. The Black Earth? The Black Earth. What the hell is the Black Earth? Older than Egypt. The that's Kemet. See, they try to change the names and shit in America like We don't know what the hell we looking at. The black earth is the black soil. That's Kemet. Stop playing. Why is the Anubis dog buried in black earth in goddamn America? Older than Egypt, the black earth. You see it? Dog burials. Black earth. Damn. Why is the protector of the underworld, Anubis, buried in mounds in America in the black soil of the black earth? Come on, man. Come on, man. We the ancestors. Yeah, we the ancestors. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Where y'all got into learning where this shit come from? Egypt ain't create that. Egypt ain't create no Kemet, no goddamn Anubis dog to protect the earth, to protect the afterlife. Y'all is a lie. We way older than y'all. We way older, thousands of years older with the damn. Why is a black dog protector of the dead in Egypt? Why? You gotta ask yourself this. Where they get that shit from? Let me show you. Let me show you. Real quick. It ain't gonna take long. It ain't gonna take long. 8,500 years ago. That is 6,500 BC. What kind of dog was buried? Where you at? Canis lupus familiaris. You see it right there? At the Coster site in Illinois. Roll the coin. You think it's a fake place? Let me show you the real place. At the damn Coster site, here we go right here. Greene County, 8,500 years old, man's best friend, Canis lupus. Here go the full name, Canis lupus familiaris. 8,500 years old, okay. What kind of dog that is, Truth? Since these motherfuckers act like they don't know where this shit come from, I'm gonna teach them. See, everybody, you playing, I'm gonna teach you where, Canis lupus familiaris, What is that? Huh? Same dog, right? Same damn dog. Same damn dog as Anubis. Same damn dog as Anubis. Stop playing. Let's go back and look. Now, Truth now. Now, if it came from America, which one is older? Let's go search the Nile. Let's go search the Nile. Let's go look at the Nile. Roll the coin. If it came from America, which one is older, Truth? The oldest dog burial, black dog burial in Egypt is 5,000 BC. That's 7,000 years ago, people. Here we go right here. Let's get to the facts. The pre-dynastic period is the first people on the Nile. 5,000 BC. Let's go back to the Mississippi. Let's go back to the Silk. We talking 8,500 years. We talking 1,500 years older than Egypt with the black dog of the underdead buried on the Mississippi River. Hunter-gatherers. This is not Egyptian knowledge. This shit come from the Mississippi River. Stop playing with yourself. Get your life together. We got real receipts. The culture come from here. Okay, Truth now. You still reaching. You still reaching. Okay. Go a little deeper, Truth. They act like they don't understand. The Egyptologists acting like they don't understand. Like they don't know what the fuck going on. Acting all slow. Oh, this is the African knowledge. Shut your ass up. Ain't no damn African knowledge. The black dog of the River of Tears, a merry Indian. Ain't no damn African knowledge. The black dog of the River of Tears, a merry Indian. Representation of the passage of the land of the dead. The black dog is the protector of the land of the dead. That's why we buried them with our ancient culture on the Mississippi. This is where Egypt got it from. This is where Egypt got it from. Roll the coin. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That is an American dog. That ain't no motherfucking African dog. That dog is buried with our people 8,500 years ago on the Mississippi. It just hit the Nile 7,000 years ago. So that means that's a 1,500-year gap of us to take shit over there. We all damn granddaddy. Show some respect to your granddaddy. Show some respect to your damn ancestors. Stop trying to get this shit to Africa, them our people over there. We put the knowledge on the Nile. The Nile didn't put the knowledge on us. We put the knowledge on the Nile. We the oldest culture with this shit. We got the oldest Haru, the oldest Anubis, the oldest Ra, nigga. So all you people tagging me, trying to talk about Egypt, bro, fuck that. We are way older than them. Roll the coin. Look. 10,000-year-olds and shit at these spots. Look, the New World, 10,000-year-old archaeological spots. And then you go look at the spot. When you go to the spot, you see the black earth. Kemet, older than Egypt. Man, you better get out of here. You better get out of here. We talked to them about the black soil. We did that shit. Roll the coin. Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. We taught that to y'all. Y'all didn't teach that to us. We rolled the coin for anybody did agriculture for anybody. We know the truth now. Let's get into these newspaper clippings. Let's get into the newspaper clippings. The wild Indians by blood called blanket Indians who did not cultivate the soil. Blanket Indians did not cultivate the soil. These are not the mound builders. If you do not cultivate the soil, you are not the mound building culture. You are Native American. Rolls of corn. Y'all ain't rolled no damn corn. Y'all just happen to live there after y'all tried to unalive all our people. Y'all ain't put their agriculture out there in the mounds, nigga. You damn hunter-gatherers. Y'all did not cultivate the soil. Y'all are blanket Indians, covering up in blankets, cold as fuck, looking like hunter-gatherers. Let's keep going. The white man came in and mixed with these tribes, people. The white man. The mix with the white man with these tribes. You see it? The white man mixed with them. The native and the white man mixed and started claiming they was the Creeks and the Choctaws and shit. The white man marrying a squaw, a white Indian. The white woman marrying an Indian is a white squaw. There is also a lot of black Indians. Whoa. It's a lot of black Indians. Damn, I thought we didn't exist. Y'all mixing with these natives, claiming Choctaw and Seminole and Cherokee and shit. But what about these black Indians who were Negroes? Damn. Watch this. Altogether, they're number 55,000. Besides these, there are 6,000 Negro citizens of the United States, formerly slaves of the Chickasaw. They do not rank as Indians, while the black Indian does. Y'all fake Indians do not rank as Indians. The black Indian does rank as a, oh my goodness, elite receipt gang. Elite receipts. Elite receipts. Now, damn, Truth, now where you find this at? In the old newspapers. You Native Americans do not even rank as real Indians in the old days, while the melanated Indian does. The black Indians, there are a lot of them. They are Negroes. How better to show you hunter-gatherers who was the first people on the land? Y'all better stop playing with me, man. Y'all gonna get y'all unholy ass off the holy ground. That's what finna happen. Yeah, America, we on y'all ass. Y'all gonna have to move around. All you goddamn whitewashed ass Indians, get y'all ass out the way. We tired of y'all. We coming for y'all. Roll the corn. The leader of the Chickasaw Negro Indians in an open rebellion. The leader of the Chickasaw Negro Indians in an open rebellion. Indian citizens. And the squaw men. Who is the squaw men that they speak of? Let's go back. The white squaw. Y'all some damn squaws, man. Get y'all ass out of here. Y'all some white Mongolian squaws acting like y'all run the land. Y'all are squaws. White woman marrying a Native American is a white squaw. White Indians. White men with Native American white and white squaws. Now, who the fuck is they talking about the squaw man? Y'all. Goddamn squaws. Roll the corn. We know who y'all is. Y'all some squaws. Y'all say wobbo to me, I'm going to say you a squaw. A damn white squaw. Get a YT squaw. That's what the hell y'all is. Some squaw men. We got Negro chiefs for y'all unalived, all of them. Let's keep going. Elite receipts. Ohio, pieces of slate which bear upon their surface hieroglyphics, similar to the English alphabet. The most significant detail of this identification is that the form of the letters are almost precisely those that occur about the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean? I told y'all, we took that shit to the Mediterranean long time ago. That's where the Nile is. That's where Tigris and the Euphrates is at. That language went from here, found out of mounds, going to the Mediterranean. You see that? The theory that Ohio was the promised land that Moses and his children of Israel were hunting for so long, and that they were struck Canaan by mistake. See what these white folks saying? How the hell is Ohio the promised land if we ain't the ancestors? Man, these people crazy. I'm gonna show y'all what they be saying. Now, Casey Macon, this for you. This for Casey Macon. That's Bess, a deity in Egypt. This is Bess in America. Bess in Egypt, Bess in America. Let's keep going. Bess in South America. Look at the skin color. You looking kind of red and copper to me. Y'all trying to take the skin color off the man's face and shit. Roll the coin. That shit come from America. He got a goddamn panther on his chest that come from America, a panther, a jaguar on his damn chest. The jaguar comes from Timari. All that shit y'all got over there come from here. This come from America. He brown-skinned it, red. Now y'all got it over there in Egypt, acting like y'all created it. Let me show y'all who he really is. That's Bess right there. That's Bess right there in the middle of the Mayan calendar. Go research it. Go research it. See, y'all know what you're looking at. That's best right there. You think that shit come from Africa, nigga? It don't come from no Africa. Shit been in our ideology, bro. And look at the color of his skin before they try to scrub the Clorox on his ass. When they put the Clorox on him, they wipe them down to the color. Oh, they're scrubbing off the nigga. Get the color off him. Hide all the best artifacts in South America because we know they're going to see that and try to say it's hiding shit, hunter-gatherers. Look, that's best right there. See, he got his tongue out. You see his tongue out? You see his tongue out? Look at the tongue. Look at the tongue. Look at the tongue. Look at the tongue. That's best. Stop playing with truth now. I'm going to break down all this African shit. I love to do it. I enjoy it. I enjoy this shit. Roll the coin. Swish. Let's keep going. Buckets. Hey, keep going. I'm just going through random receipts. I'm just on random receipt time all week. I'm just dropping old random receipts just to regurgitate what I already taught long time ago. I got new followers. Y'all sticking here with the truth. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Negro types indigenous to our southern states. Negro types, color sketches of Negroes that y'all did when y'all got over here from the southern states. From the southern states? Niggas out south, huh? Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Origin of the Asiatic Negroes. I sent them last year to memoirs, one of the Asiatic Negroes, right? Demonstrated the affinities of the languages with the African and the Polynesian Negroes, right? Negroes originated in the southern slopes, talking about the mountains or whatever. They're talking about India, South China, all that. Black nations found in America before Columbus. Black nations found in America before, oh my God. Semitic Negroes, Asia, oh, let's keep going. These people crazy. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Virginia Bureau of Vital Statistics Act is strict accordance with the law in classifying so-called Virginia Indians as Negro. Walter Plecker. This shit in the newspaper, bro. It's in the newspaper. State Register of Vital Statistics declared today. Pure prejudice in classifying Pamunkey Indians as mulattoes and branding them as Negroid. You see that? Who is a Pamunkey Indian? Who claims to be a descendant of the Pamunkey? Anybody can think of somebody who famous? Who claims to be a descendant of the Pamunkey? Let me give y'all a hint. Let me give you a hint. Who said, roll the coin. Roll the coin, man. Who be dancing and flipping around and shit with 1 million fans? Chris Brown is a descendant of the Pamunkey Indians. Come on now. Chris Brown is a descendant of go look at, okay, the way you find that is, go look at Chris Brown interview. Go look at Chris Brown interview with the bald head cat from Florida. From California. What's his name? The bald head interview dude that lost a lot of weight. Go look at the interview with Chris Brown. He's gonna tell you who he is. Yes, Chris Brown is from Virginia. Exactly. Not Whack 100. The bald head tall dude. Not Vlad. Not Sway. Not Sway. He is from California. Big boy. C. Monique. Big boy. That's his name. Go look at Chris Brown interview with Big Boy. Chris Brown gonna say, I done my genealogy. My ancestors are Pamunkey Indians. Negroids. We know who the fuck we are, America. We on y'all ass, bro. So y'all gonna look at that interview and listen to Chris Brown tell you who his ancestors is. Pamunkey Indians, right there. That man say from no damn Africa. That man say his ancestors are Pamunkey Indians. Go look it up. Big Boy interview with Chris Brown. Go check it out. Let's keep going. Stories have been told of Negroes living with the Indians in the territory of Mississippi long before DeSoto. Why are Negro Indians living with Native Americans in Mississippi? See, this is what you got to understand. This is why people can't decipher what happened to our people. Indigo. Chris Brown got the album called Indigo. See, y'all got to get deep. See, I love Chris Brown because he know what the fuck is going on. He's still rocking the pyramid with the Indigo Indian ideology because he know where that shit come from. He done studied it, bro. I already know Chris Breezy done studied it. I done seen what he done said, his sign on his clothing and all. He know what the hell going on. Shout out to Breezy, man. Shout out to Breezy. Why are Negro Indians living with Native Americans in Mississippi before DeSoto led the first white man's expedition? Why did Native Americans culturally assimilated the Negro Indian? That's why they live together. We let y'all ass come live down there with us, and you motherfuckers sold us out and stabbed us in the back when the colonizer came. That's what happened. Y'all came, lived around us, learned all our traditions. Y'all were running with us. Then the colonizer come, sends agents and people from the government to come down there and set up territories in Mississippi and have babies with the Native Americans. Then they still culturally assimilate our culture. This is what happened. Now the Frenchmen popping up, having babies with natives, giving away all the Choctaw land, all the Creek land. Y'all call the shot that y'all are not the indigenous people to call that shot, bro. Negro Indians living with the natives. See, Native Americans. This is why I don't like y'all. Because see, if y'all knew y'all real history, y'all would come on over here with us. Stop fucking playing. Y'all will come on over here with truth now. Because your ancestors learned from mine. We taught y'all everything y'all know. We showed y'all love. We fed y'all. We showed y'all virtuousness, bro. If y'all knew y'all real history, y'all would bow to us. You would fight with us. You wouldn't argue with us. My people wouldn't be arguing with y'all on TikTok. Ain't no nothing to argue about. We are the ancient culture. Y'all are the newer culture who learned from the ancient culture, and everybody still got our symbolism all over America and all over the world. Not just America, the world. The Phoenicians bloodline come from here. The Egyptian and Cushite bloodline, all the motherfuckers over on the Nile come from here. Samaria, all this shit. And I can prove it. We are the first spiritual people on the planet on the Mississippi River. It's a fact. We got the oldest Kemet, we got the oldest bones, the oldest civilizations with structure right there on the Mississippi River. We left the Mississippi River and went and cultivated other places, set up trade centers. And we got culture assimilated all over the world. Not just in America, all over the world. Now, stories of a Negro who was the ruler of Indian tribes are believed to have some basis. Many Negroes today are able to trace their ancestry to the various Indian tribes of the territory of Mississippi. Some are acknowledged heirs by the state and waiting for their share of money, which is to be paid to them for land purchases from their Indian ancestors. Whoa. History records as a fact that Negroes were a part of the Soto's expedition. This is the Moors. These are the Moors. 39 and 40, second settler in Alabama. Negro member of the Soto's expedition. These are the fake motherfuckers who came to the real motherfuckers. Y'all want to call y'allself the Moors and they pull right up with the Soto. And y'all still on the internet today trying to act like y'all the Negro American Indian. See, I already know what go. See, other people be speculating. I know where you motherfuckers come from. I know why y'all still teaching it, because your ancestors taught you that. That is European ideology. That don't come from here, Mississippi. They come from Spain or somewhere. Take that shit over there. Move around, kick rocks. Y'all were helping the Soto colonize your own looking people in the South. And y'all want me to sit up here and act like and talk about the Moors and no, I know y'all as unalive my people. Over here trying to see, everything is culturally assimilated, people. Once you come in there and you unalive the culture, you throw some feathers on your head and act like you the chief. You ain't no motherfucking chief of mine. I don't care if you're blacker than this damn t-shirt. You're not a chief of mine because your culture is not virtuous like mine. Your knowledge ain't come from the dirt like my people knowledge came from the dirt. Y'all knowledge came from stealing artifacts and books. Our knowledge came from the planet. We different. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. I love that article. I love that. I'm going to frame that motherfucker. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. The richest Negroes in the Creek tribe of Indians, they rich as hell, huh? This where you really supposed to be. Wealthy as I don't know what with the land of your ancestors. This where all those supposed to be. 17 other Negroes in the Creek tribe and are worth from $5,000 to $20,000 each. Muskogee is mostly owned by rich Negroes. Wild rich Negroes owning Muskogee with the land, making money off the land. Restaurants, businesses, attorneys, Negro physicians. See that? You see what's going on with your people? Roll the coin. They were still Negro physicians, industrial people, still doing good. They knew these people weren't no damn Africans with all these businesses and restaurants and roll the coin, carpenters and contractors, Negro creeks. You see that? Let's keep going. History just got rid of them. Muskogee people called Creek by British settlers are descendants of the great mound builders of what are today the southeastern states of Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Mississippi. Culture of ancestors dissolved in the wake of new disease and chaos brought by Spanish conquistadors. Them Muskogee people, which they call Creeks, are mound building descendants. See it? Where you think they came from? Not no Africa. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Cincinnati Mounds. I'm tripping. Kentucky Mound. Kentucky Cave, right? Mammoth Cave. Discovered in large rooms where reposing in stone coffins rudely constructed form appearance may have been in the cave of centuries. They are present every appearance of the Egyptian mummies. You see that? They look just like Egyptian mummies in Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. You see that? Right there. Appearance of Egyptian. Why are people in the cave looking like Egyptians in the middle of Kentucky? Why? I got the old newspaper receipts. Y'all can't hide this shit no more. Why? Why? Ask yourself why, bro. Ask yourself why our people is in a cave in appearance of Egyptians with coffins, large rooms. Mammoth Cave. In Mammoth Cave right now, people, it's a video on YouTube when a white lady is going through Mammoth Cave. It's a big stone casket. They call it the casket room. Look it up. It's a room in the Mammoth Cave on a tour called the casket room. The stone casket. It's a stone casket in there about 8 feet long. I got the video. What did y'all pull out of it? It had a lid and everything. You think I'm bullshitting? Go to YouTube, look up Mammoth Cave Casket Room, and go watch the video yourself. Them your ancestors. Now that white people do tours right through the motherfucker, telling people it's the casket room. And they still don't believe we still believe they from Africa. Them folk pour gold and everything up out there out of Mammoth Cave. Artifacts look just like Egyptians. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. I just like to show y'all the old newspapers that's talking about this before they hid it all. See, in the 1800s, they was putting this stuff in the newspaper. Now they hid it all. They'll turn the mound up, act like it never existed. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show you some more. Now, these people were buying mummies out of Mammoth Cave. Purchased the remainder of the mummies. M. Proctor, Kentucky, purchased the remainder of the mummies from the owner of the cave. You see that? He realized about $400 from the sale of the mummies and he now offered $10,000 each for the cave. The entrance of the cave is within town limits. Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. They were selling mummies out of Kentucky Cave back in the damn early 1900s, late 1800s. You see it? He was a poor man who owned the land. Making payments on the farm, started selling mummies. The cave was discovered, he started selling mummies to hunter-gatherers. You see it? I'm getting out the way today so y'all can screenshot and read this stuff. I want y'all to read it now. This way your ancestors at in folks' house and shit. They just sold it. That man ancestors, or this dude right here, Proctor, I'm going to look his ass up. Where the fuck is your family at? They still got the mummy. I bet they still got the mummy. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. We know the truth. Cartersville, Georgia. That's Ottawa Mounds, people. I just left there with my people. Motherfuckers out there acting like we ain't build this shit. I just left there with my people in Cartersville, Georgia, and Ottawa Mound. That's what they talking about. This before they even named the mounds, people. Old newspaper clipping. Let me show y'all what was out there. Talking about we didn't build it. The truth now just out there trying to get some publicity. Motherfucker, we built that. I ain't just out there for no reason, nigga. I don't play with my people's time and honesty and virtuousness like that. I know we built the motherfucker. Roll the coin. Watch this. Carterville, Georgia. The water has receded from the Tumuli Mound field and has uncovered acres of skulls and bones. Some of these are gigantic. If the whole frame is in proportion, the two thigh bones that were found, their owner must have stood 14 feet tall damn near. Many curious ornaments of shell, brass, which is the copper from the Great Lakes, and stone have been found. Some of the bodies were buried in small vaults built of stone. The whole makes a man of archaeological, the whole makes a man of archaeological, I can't see that word. A representation at the Smithsonian Institution is a bare investigation of curious relics. You see that? That stuff is so old, our people were tall with ancient brass and copper. Cartersville, Georgia is the Ottawa Mounds. Am I lying? We've been there so long, the giants was there. Them ain't no damn white folks. So when I pull up to Ottawa, Georgia, and all you hunter-gatherers looking at my people out here talking about a man, we know that's our shit. I'm not out there just to be on no, just out there chilling. I'm out there showing you what our ancestors built for real. Moundville next. Let's keep going. Because I got the receipt for Moundville too. The mound builders were Egyptians who had long crossed the Atlantic in some never explained way and raised their cultures in America. See, they were trying to understand it, people. They couldn't understand why shit over here is old as Egypt or older. So they had to say they came from Egypt. But we all know Egypt is not a seafaring people. We all know that, bro. In the old books, Egyptians didn't go no motherfucking where. Why? Because the African Egypt side was not travelers. They ain't the people who built the pyramids. Our people went over there and built them pyramids. So they try to say that they came here, but no, we came there. That's the difference. That's what really happened. Because the corn and the Michigan copper came with us, nigga. So how the fuck the copper and the corn come and we came from Africa over here? Nah, we left here and went to Africa. Watch this. The mound builder was a race of, they try to say we was worshiping the sun and all that. But watch what they say. Who had been destroyed in the great flood of the Bible on which Noah successfully sailed the ark. Whoa! Hold on, Hunter Galler. What you talking about? We was here when the flood went on, right? That's all I need to get out of it. We wasn't destroyed. If we were destroyed, how the hell we take civilization to Egypt and Samaria, nigga? We wasn't destroyed. Hunter-gatherers were destroyed. This is the story of the flood. That story comes from America. These people know it. These hunter-gatherers know it. They know it. Let's keep going. All these things and more were the vanished race of people who had erected the Great American Mounds. The Great American Mounds. See it? Great mounds at first thought to be very ancient. Then they changed the damn timeline of the mounds. Back in the day, y'all talking about the mounds 150,000 years old. See, back in the day, y'all talking about 150,000 years old. Look at y'all hunter-gatherers. Now y'all talking about it's 800 years old, 600. Y'all a goddamn lie. The mound way older than Egypt and anything in Europe and Africa, bro. Stop playing with yourself. Y'all knew it, but y'all hid it and changed the dates on the mounds. Now the mounds 1,000 years old, 1200 AD. Y'all a goddamn lie. Them mound way before BC times. 10,000, 12,000 years old. Stop playing. Y'all know these people from here went over there and talked that shit. Talking about some 150,000 BC. Very old. Roll the coin. European artifacts in some mounds lean more than a suspicion that the mound builders may have existed until the white man came. While the mound builders and all their fine culture vanished, they try to say they vanished, whatever. It's one of the biggest unsolved mysteries yet. Y'all made that shit up. We didn't disappear, we still here. We didn't disappear, we still here. The giant biblical fame, they talk about our ancestors. The mound builders, for so they were named, were the descendants of Anak, The giant of the biblical fame. See that? Let's keep going. Look. Look what they found in Ohio at the altar. Altar mound. Look. Melanated with the slanted eye. Same shit. Same shit. These ain't no goddamn Chinamen right here. These ain't no Chinamen. Look at the headdress. Where is these artifacts at, bro? Where the fuck these artifacts at? I ain't never seen that artifact in my life in real life. Terracotta Altar Mound, Ohio. Ancient melanated people. Spiritual in the crop field. You see him? Where is the artifacts at Smithsonian? Let's go see what color he is. Yeah, let's go see. I bet he brown skinned. I'll put my life on the line if my dog is not copper color. Y'all cut my hands off if this man ain't copper color when we finally see the artifacts that they had. Let's keep going. Roll the card. These people crazy. Let's keep going. Look at all these skeletons. The mound builders erected this stable agricultural economy. We rode the corn, not no fucking hunter-gatherers. See that? Instead of roaming North America as nomadic hunter-gatherer people like the Indians, which the white man centuries later discovered living on the shores. Hunter-gatherers just roam, people. We set up agriculture. Do you see it? They just some roaming around, hungry as hell, lost, don't know what the hell going on, trying to survive day to day. We got an agriculture field set up to feed our people. They ain't us. Them ain't the people buried in the mounds. This our people. They know that them Indians were nomadic hunter-gatherers. And our people were agriculture economy. They know the difference, people. We got to learn the difference. They know it's two different people on the land when they came. Squaws and mound builders. They know. And the squaw ain't, the squaw was y'all. Look. Michael ornament of mound builders, bone fish hooks. See that? The mounds were put up by a race quite different from the Native American Indian. But this belief has been given up because y'all like to give up beliefs because y'all know the truth, but y'all like to change history. The Spaniard De Soto discovered that the Creek and the Chickasaw Indians were the custom of building mounds. Them not them Native Americans, people. De Soto didn't pull up on them natives. He pulled up on our ass. Down there in the SIP, still building mounds. I'm telling y'all what I know. Yeah, they go right there. Still building mounds. The mound builders, no doubt, were ancestors of tribes found in regions where the mound stood, people. Mound builder custom. Many of them had villages near mounds. Thousands of skeletons have been found under mounds, people. That's our ancestors. That's our ancestry. Keep going. Now, I showed y'all Anubis. Let's go talk about Osiris right quick. Because they think Osiris Egyptian too. Osiris was Dagon. Osiris was Dagon? Dagon is corn. Y'all can stop playing. Stop it. I already proved Osiris is Dagon. Watch this. Watch this. He invented the plow. Just like Enlil. invented the plow, just like Enlil invented the plow. These ain't no aliens. These your ancestor created this shit. These your ancestor created this shit. These are not aliens. Because y'all call it Enlil an alien. Enlil ain't nothing but the plowman. Ain't no damn alien taught you that. That's agriculture knowledge. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Osiris was the gun, right? The brother of Kronos. Kronos the Atlantean. This is a star story, people. This is a star story. It's not real. It's stars. That Kronos ideology is stars. That's what Atlanteans brought star astrology information and put it in a story form, and hunter-gatherers thought they were real, so they turned them into gods. Let's keep going. The corn coming. Cyrus was the gun. He invented the plow just like Enlil, and first cultivated bread corn, from which he was called Zeus or Rotrius. Whoa! Didn't I tell y'all Zeus was sickness? Coming from the spring, the winter to the spring. That's star knowledge. All this shit the same, just in different places with different names. Look at him, Asar, not Osiris. Bro, listen, Aaron. It don't matter, bro. Fuck them names. That's the problem. When things go through history, they change names, bro. So whatever name you use, still not the name your ancestor would use. It don't matter. You need to learn the ideology of what they're talking about. Hunter-gatherers put 50,000 names on shit, then we try to argue about names. Oh, they come from Greek. They come from Phoenician. Nigga, get back to the basics. The basics is Osiris is Orion. You heard of Sar in Egypt and you think that's the first place, right? Egypt ain't the first place, bro. Quick, see, you gotta break your mind of it. Egypt is not the first place of the knowledge, bro. So whatever the name Egypt used is not the same Tamari used, bro. You think they're gonna let you think they're gonna tell you Mound builder worshiping a Sar, then Egypt worshiping a Sar? Use your brain, bro. They are cutthroating connections. So if you hear a Sar in Egypt, and you think that same ideology that come from America, and they use the same word, you out of your mind. This side of the knowledge is hidden, bro. All you could do is take the ideology of what they teaching and see where the oldest place was. Don't get caught up in names. Because names gonna get you fucked up every time. Let's keep going. So we talking about when it hit Egypt. Osiris was the gun. Now, if Osiris was the gun with the corn, his name was not Osiris when he was over here. It couldn't have been. Do you see the Olmecs got Osiris? No. Do you see the Mississippi Mound Builder got Osiris? No, not that name. It was something else. It was some type of maize god, people. Olmec maize god resurrects in the spring. Osiris resurrects in the spring. Mississippian corn god, deity, resurrects in the spring. It's the same ideology. We don't care nothing about the names. We care something about the people who taught it, and it's changed names over time, which is cool, because time changes names. I'm cool with that. But you got to understand, it don't start with a Sar and a Set. It's older than that. People taught you to take Egyptian knowledge and just, that's the first time it ever was done. It's not the first time it ever was done, bro. Because the black soil on the Nile is nowhere near the black soil on the Mississippi. What was them people in Mississippi saying 12,000 years ago about the black soil? Did they call it Kemet? What did they call it? It's the same thing. Let's keep going. I'm gonna let you go struggle with the word because it don't even really matter. Zeus, right? Phoenician. So Greeks and Cretans and Phoenicians are still talking about this Dagon character, the bread, the cornbread. Hieroglyphics was a plow of Timeri and other implements of agriculture. When you go to the Egyptian hieroglyphics and look at Timeri, the plow is right there. The plowman, the teacher of the astrology of the plowman. Now you understand it? Why do Timeri hieroglyphics got the plow, nigga? And all these guys, the plowman. Now you're starting to get it. Don't matter the name. Where did it start from? I just showed you Osiris is the plowman and Enlil is the plowman. Jesus is damn near the plowman. The whole, it don't really matter about the name. Learn your culture, then you can decipher through the names. Let's keep going. I don't want to get sidetracked today. Everybody know everything. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Tablets engraved with strange sarcophagi containing what appears to be human remains with flint spearheads, right? Dug from a mound north of the valley of Wayman, Michigan, right? Now look at this. The strangers of the discovery, Arabian or Egyptian hieroglyphics on the tablets. One of them has the 10 Commandments, believed by discovery to contain the 10 Commandments on the tablet. Find that the inscription is something quite removed from the Mosaic law. See that? Beneath giant trees in America. Strange prehistoric tablets. Wayman, Michigan. Wayman, Michigan. Mounds. See it? Now, this mound 800 years old, like they say it is, why in the fuck do we got hieroglyphics in ancient Arabic languages on something that's 800 years old? It don't make sense. It don't add up. When you put in hieroglyphics in, it already take it back to BC times. They are lying about the date of the mounds because it was coming out of the... See, you will look at this mound today and think it's made by some Indians 1,000 years ago. But look at what they say about it. Wayman, Michigan. Wayman, Michigan. Look what they found in these mounds. Strange prehistoric tablets. But the mound 800 years old. Discovered by farmers. It's always discovered by farmers because white people live on our ancient agricultural land, which is Kodesh. They took over the farm and kept farming. The crops was already there. We know the truth now. This is our real history. This is our real history. Let's keep going. Wayman, Michigan. I just want to show y'all it's the right stuff. Here go the mound in Wayman. Probably in somebody's backyard. We don't even look at it. It got ancient hieroglyphics coming out of tablets out this mound. Back in 1890. That's where the newspaper clipping come from. Newspaper clipping come from back in the 1800s. So now it all makes sense. Now you see who making this stuff, not no Native Americans. Let's keep going. Let's keep rolling. The Piazza bird, which turned into the griffin, people. The Piazza bird is from America. Look how far back they knew about the Piazza. It evolved into the griffin that's on buildings. This shows you the ideology of the people who built the Tartarian-style buildings. The griffin is all over the building, right? Why is the griffin an ancient mound builder symbol from America? The Piazza and the griffin are the same thing. I want y'all to know that. So when you see these buildings with the big-ass griffin on it, standing up there like this, it's an evolution of your people building bigger and better stone structures. The Tartarians didn't build them buildings because the griffin don't even come from Russia or Eurasia. The griffin come from Timeri. So therefore, our people built shit on that side of the world. You have to, the only thing way you can decipher who built something is the symbolism. That's it. And a people's culture. So if a people's culture come from digging mines with limestone and granite and building buildings and temples and pyramids with limestone and granite, then you get limestone and granite Corinthian column buildings. Corinthian is corn columns. They can quit lying to you. It's in the Bible. Corinthian, the base word is corn. See? Now you understand. Our people built that shit all over the world. Let's keep going. Marquette, the College Marquette, the dude the College of Marquette is named after, Marquette University in Chicago, in Milwaukee, I think. That's who they talking about. Jacques Marquette. He studied the Griffin, the Piazza, in Alton, Illinois, right on the cliff. Now let me show y'all something. See, the knowledge is all coming together now. The knowledge is all coming together. Watch this. Let's go look at the map. Let's go look at the map because niggas be thinking they don't understand it, but they just be acting like everything come from Egypt. But I'm finna show y'all something. Where that receipt at? Where is that receipt about the dogs? Hold on. Alton, Illinois. You see it, right? Let me find the dog receipt again. Roll the coin. Alton, Illinois. I just had that receipt. Okay. I know what it was. It's in my video. The receipt in my video I just put on YouTube. Listen. Cahokia is right here. Alton, Illinois is right here. And then the site of the Coster site where the dogs are at, this site right here is right on top of it. So it's St. Louis, is Alton, Illinois, then is the Coster site where they found the ancient Anubis dogs, right? So Alton, Illinois is where the Piazza is on the Mississippi River. Where the Mississippi River splits, it splits right there to go to the other river. Let me show you. To this river right here. So right where it split, the ancient Piazza is right on the bluff, coming up the Mississippi. Hold on, let me find it again. The receipt about the dog. Hold on, here we go. Okay. Roll the coin. What river is that? Coster site. It's right by a river that's coming off the Mississippi, where they found the ancient Anubis dogs, right? But Alton is right beneath there where the river splits, right? Going this way where the dogs was. Now, this is in Alton, Illinois, right here on the Mississippi where the river splits. Right here. Right here. This, right here. Now, the Piazza bird, right? Now, in this spot where this Alton, Illinois on the Mississippi River is at, the Piazza is there. In that spot, that is an ancient quarry right behind these people. Right behind this is where they find granite and limestone. Right outside the entrance, this is on the bluff, high up in the air, on the cliff, on the rock. Then you go in, the people who built it pulled out all type of granite and limestone to build structures. Coming from that same spot on the Mississippi River, right? Now, you have to know your culture. If these people were pulling out ancient stone and doing stone work in ancient times with granite and limestone, in front of the quarry, then you see this on all these Tartarian style buildings all over America. Then you see this on all these ancient buildings in America. Now you know the mound builders are the people who evolved to build those buildings because their symbolism is still on the buildings. You can go to Chicago, you can go to Cincinnati, you can go all through the Midwest and find that piazza or the griffin on front of these buildings. Am I lying? This just evolved. Now, you see the same thing in Eurasia where the Tartarian buildings is. Same thing, just evolved. It's the same ideology of what's over there. That's just newer. Now, they're not copycats, Miss Betty. We went around the world and evolved, and the symbolism was the same, but it looked newer because we was evolving. This is ancient. The piazza on the Mississippi River is ancient. The newer griffin is the lion with the snake-looking head is on the buildings. It's the same ideology, though. I have to show y'all that another day. But y'all see where I'm coming from. Y'all see where I'm coming from. Piazza, right? Native Americans made up stories that this thing was going around snatching them off the ground, eating them up. They were lying because they don't know, they don't, when they don't understand the ideology, they make up stories about monsters. Then these damn horror movies come out, still talk about your ancient culture. That's what they be doing. Let's keep going. Now, Cahokia. Y'all already see the Birdman. See the head right there? See the head right there with the shoulders? The Birdman. You see it? You see it? Birdman, Mississippian culture, Birdman, Cahokia. Ain't no damn Thunderbird. Ain't no Thunderbird. That's Haru. That's ancient Haru, ancient Horus teachings. Now let me give y'all an idea of what I'm talking about. See that? You see that, right? Let's go to Crete. Let's go all the way to Greece. Let's go all the way to Greece. Let's go all the way to Greece. See the Birdman right there? See the beak going that way? See the Birdman right there with the corn? Birdman and corn. Birdman, corn, Unk cross, date palm tree. You see it? Unk cross, date palm tree, corn, Haru. You see it? The falcon? See the head going that way with the beak? Right there. Anybody see it? Put the corn in the chat. You see it? These are our people taking this shit across the world. Corn. The bird. Unk cross, date palm tree. Okay, you see the bird? Okay, let's go to the mounds in America. Thinking we ain't create this shit. Let's go to Okmulgee. Take them to Okmulgee, Truth. Take their ass back to the mounds in Georgia. Let's go back to Georgia. Because they act like they don't understand where the knowledge is coming from. They're going to learn today. Let's go back to Georgia. Better hope my receipt ain't in here. Because these folks be tripping. Where's their receipt? Let's go back to Georgia. Okmulgee Mound. You see that same bird? You see that same bird, hunter-gatherers? Huh? The Cretans are the people that took gifts to the Nile River. Had the same bird on their artifacts way in Crete and Greece. Rolling corn over there. Why they got the same bird on the floor in the Okmulgee Mounds in Macon, Georgia? I know why. I know why, you hunter-gatherers. Yeah, I know why. Shoulders like this with the bird face like this. Yeah, that's our shit. Yeah. That's us, all us. Every time you see that symbol, it's us. Every time you see that ancient cross like this, it's us. Every time. I don't care where it's at. It could be from California to Florida. When you see it, it's us. There go that bird. Let's go to the minions of the Cretans, the Kelftua, who look like this. This is how the Kelftua look. Roll the corn. Let me show you how they look first. Cretans, Minions, Keftur, the red man, the real red man, copper color. This is what they made in Crete, Greece. This is in Greece now. This is in Greece. Ankh, date palm tree, corn, Haru bird. Ma'at, same shit. Go look right in the middle of the mound, the bird right there. Right there. Same shit. Then you go all the way to Washington State, the bird right there. Ancient times, same bird with the shoulders, with the head turned to the side. Poverty Point got a mound, the bird mound at Poverty Point. Looked just like this before they tore it up. Native Americans called it the Thunderbird. It was the falcon representing the Sirius star in ancient Ma'at. Then the Native Americans started calling it the Thunderbird. We know where y'all got y'all fucking ideology from, Native Americans. Stop playing and show respect to your people who taught y'all some knowledge. If not, y'all got to perish like everybody else. Because you better get down with the program because we know the truth. Let's keep going. A letter written from Memphis tells mankind that the mound builders located all great western cities, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Louisville, Memphis, Tennessee, as sites of great cities were inhabited by a dense population many centuries ago, as shown by the marvelous works of their fabulous mound builders. See that? We already had built them cities, bro. Y'all just changed the name of the city, but them city was already there. The buildings and everything. The buildings and everything. We built the great cities of America in the Midwest. Stop playing. The mound builders built it. Not no damn hunter-gatherer thinking he built America. No, it was already there. Let's keep going. The mound builders of the North and the city builders of the South may be represented in town dwellers of New Mexico and Arizona. This is what I try to teach y'all. The mound building culture are the people who went to the Grand Canyon. You see it? Roll the corn. We know the truth now. We know the truth now. Read that. Aboriginal Americans, the mound builders of the North and the South, may be represented in the town dwellers of New Mexico and Arizona. We became the Anasazi. And by the time we got to the Grand Canyon, we were looking like whole Egyptians. By the time we evolved from the Mississippi River all the way out to the Grand Canyon, we were looking just like Egyptians. Headdress, gold, burials with the gold, silver. We had already evolved for thousands of years on the land and became these great people. It's a proven fact, before they put the dams up in America, you can go right from the Grand Canyon right back to the Mississippi River, right back to the Gulf of Mexico, before the white man put the dams on our land. We left the Mississippi and went to Egypt in the Middle Eastern Mediterranean Sea. That's where the first teachings of all this stuff come from, here. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Discovery of several pieces of pottery and crude instruments of war, which is known were not the handiwork of Native Americans, which it is known were not the handiwork of natives. They are not smart enough to build no goddamn weapons out of metal and stone. Leaves no doubt that they were the bones of a prehistoric race, probably the mound builders. They know them Native Americans not the same people as the mound builders. They are telling you in the 1800s. Native Americans, which is known through white people, that they were not the handiwork of natives. They are not that smart. I'm gonna tell y'all what the white tea people said about your natives. We ain't say this, the white tea people said it. Onyx, cave near the place, hunters unearthed 400 skulls with tools. These ain't no Native Americans. They ain't got no damn tools in ancient times. They're not smart enough. They hunter-gatherers. Mound builders belong to a very numerous race of people which once occupied the country between the Allegheny Mountains and the Missouri River and the lakes in northern Georgia and Alabama. He thinks that the Toltec race, which was afterwards discovered with the Aztecs in Old Mexico, once occupied Ohio, Mississippi, Missouri valleys. I told y'all them cultures that come from the South in Mexico came from up here. I told y'all this shit. I told y'all. In Mexico came from up here. I told y'all this shit. I told y'all. We are not descendants from Mayans and Old Mex and Aztecs. They are descendants from the North American mound builders. Y'all hear me now? Give me a 2. Give me a 2. My phone was ringing. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. I ain't gonna stop the live today because it be messing my videos up. Y'all got me? Y'all hear me? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. The cultures in Mexico come from the North American cultures. That's the ancient culture, right? Then you evolve, go through the Grand Canyon, come down through Mexico, Central America, start building new cultures down that way. The old culture is up here, not down there, because the structures up here are older than the structures in Mexico and Central America. I want y'all to understand. Look at that again now. Old Mexico once occupied Ohio, Mississippi, and Missouri valleys. They know where them people came from. They play with your mind trying to tell you old Mex come from Africa. No, that is a bloodline of the North American Mississippian mound builder. Stop playing. Don't do that. Stop sending out people all off to Africa and all that old shit. Don't do that. The mound builders were wiser than we. They cultivated the lowlands, distribution of water, making the country healthful by the useful systems of drainage. And the doubtless that there were at Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Louisville, and other points designated by remains of the mound builders, greatest works, magnificent cities. So when they say Memphis is Egypt, that's where they get that from. That's why they say Memphis is Egypt. But Memphis is our Memphis is older than the Memphis over there, right? When they say mound builders, they put a term of mound building, but they're really talking about this Egyptian Kushite style culture. They just call them mound builders to dumb it down. See what I'm saying? So when I say mound builders, I'm speaking of an ancient culture like Egypt, like Kush, like Samaria, right? But the YT man called it mound building to dumb it down and make you think they're Native Americans. They're not. These are ancient melanated people in America who became the original American Indians. You hear me now, all laugh and giggles? You hear me? You hear me? Let me cut it up. You hear me? You got me? Put a 2 in the chat. Put corn in the chat. Mound builders is a name that they gave these people to dumb the knowledge down of the people. So if you call them mound builders, they won't think of them. If you call them Egyptians or Kushites or somebody like that, or sun worshipers, or you call them something like that, we're going to get the picture way before now. But if you call them mound builders and dumb it down to a Native American tribe, it culturally assimilates it and brings the knowledge of the people down. Now you're just thinking it's just a big piece of dirt. But the whole time there were tombs in there with gold and diamonds and kings and queens. And beautiful artifacts the Smithsonian own today. There are the oldest artifacts of that Kushite Egyptian style culture in America. And this is still the same bloodline of the American Indian who lived in the South, which are our ancestors. So it all comes through history the same way. Let's keep going. Magnificent cities built by mound builders. Memphis, St. Louis, Louisville. See what I'm saying? So this is what they speak of when they speak about, when our people be talking about Memphis, like the dude be talking about Memphis, Egypt all the time. Memphis in Tennessee is Egypt. It's the ancient culture. It's ancestors of Egyptians. That's where you get that from. Let's keep going. We built them cities, not nobody else. They came back and lived there, right? Where was it? Egypt. Let me see. Onyx. Let me see. Handiwork. I showed y'all that one. Okay, we right here. Right here. Okay. 11,000 people, 11 million people had their bones in this great city. This city is spread over Dasher, Drew, and Ashley in Arkansas and was on the grand metropolis of the prehistoric race called the Mound Builders. The people numbered countless millions at the Yazoo Valley of the Mississippi was their field. The entire delta of Yazoo was in a high state of cultivation. Every acre was utilized for agricultural purposes. The way you get the Mississippi Delta, Yazoo City, Dasher, Drew, and Ashley, I think that's Missouri and Arkansas area, right? So they're talking about these people who inhabited that area with millions of people already here. Who are these millions of people already here in ancient great cities in the Missouri, Arkansas, Mississippi area? Our ancestors. Our ancestors. So when they try to explain millions of people came over here in an African slave trade. No, millions of people live right there in the Mississippi Valley in the Delta, Arkansas and Missouri. Stop playing. This is where the millions come from right here. Enslaved on their own, prisoners of war on their own land, right? I like to show this a lot because it shows how many people was here in ancient times. We built big civilizations because we had agriculture to feed them, people. Other places in the world didn't have agriculture to feed this type of population. Right? I'm getting out the way so y'all can screenshot it. Canals were dug and used by them for irrigation and navigation. Just like canals were dug on the Nile, canals were dug on the Euphrates River, same teaching. For irrigation for crops. Let me see. Excuse me. Right here. Okay, we're right here. Okay. The city, after what was announced, is the most important of his discoveries in Mexico, right? He says he had discovered the remains of people of prehistoric America, and that these people complete the link between mound builders of North America and the Mayans of the South. You see that? You see it? Prehistoric America, the link between the mound builders of the North and the Mayans of the South. We are the ancestors of the Mayans up here on the Mississippi River. These people know this now. I like to show y'all this. Because the Mayans, see, when you get to Mayan and Olmec cultures, these cultures are working with stone. They are beautiful stone masons. That is an evolution of teaching from a long time for them to get that good at making statues in stone. You have to be great to make an Olmec statue. It takes thousands of years to learn how to work stone like that, right? And you pass that down to your ancestors, to your descendants, and civilizations pop up doing this stuff. You just don't build no Olmec head that's weighing tons out of nowhere. You have to be a stonemason for thousands of years to even learn how to work stone like that. And stonemasonry started on the Mississippi River, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And people started moving around, migrating, and now you have other cultures, right? High civilizations. So check that out. I want y'all to see that. Let's go here. Remarkable relic in an Indian mound. In an old Indian mound near Cedarville, Ohio, there has been found a stone image of a woman sitting in a sitting posture. This is the Great Mother teaching. That's the Great Mother. That's what that is. Smooth and beautifully carved, well proportioned. It shows that the features clearly and regularly. It has been believed to date back to the time of the shepherd kings in Egypt, many centuries, to the mound builders. It dates back to the kings of Egypt. Now, going back to the kings of Egypt, the shepherd kings, they're talking about the Hyksos around 1600 BC. This ain't even that old. It's old, but it ain't older than the other stuff, right? So they're just showing you how old this stuff is in America. Taking it back, saying it's around the time of the shepherd kings, which is the Hyksos. The shepherd kings he talk about right here is the Hyksos in like 1600 BC. So the Great Mother, a Great Mother Indian, well, it's not, it's ideology of the Great Mother. I'm gonna tell you like that. That's what that is. Found in a mound in America. Let's keep going. LC, Michigan. 5 cases of unique pottery, which are said to have been taken from mounds in Mecosta and Isabella counties, I think in Michigan, have reached here. For one of the caskets were taken pipes, lamps, vases, said to be the time of the pharaohs. From another, stone amulet and small gold nuggets, and from a third, brass and stone coins and stone type. On the outside of another casket is a representation of the pyramids of Egypt and figures of the mound builders with a spear upraised and an American Indian with a tomahawk upraised. Among the curiosities are also 2 tablets who said to represent the 10 Commandments and the flood, right? So they're finding stuff got the 10 Commandments on it, talking about the flood, with pyramids, with upraised an American Indian with the tomahawk upraised by the pyramids. Do that make any sense? Now, see, let me break this down. These people are finding stuff that links America to Egypt, bro. They're finding stuff in mounds that link America to Egypt, showing that there was some type of transatlantic people coming from here to there, here to there, here to there, that knew about the pyramids over there, knew about a colony over there, because on the artifacts, they got the pyramids. Representation of the pyramids of Egypt. And figures of a mound building with a spear upraised and an American Indian with a tomahawk upraised. You already know that our ancient culture had tomahawks. So, axes, right? So, this could be a representation of the people had already traveled back and forth. And they know how the pyramids look over there. They know how the trade route look over there. And they put it on artifacts buried in mounds in Michigan. And we don't know where this stuff is. Like, if we could see this type of stuff, we can kind of understand it, but it's hidden, right? So I done research on the town, Mecosta County in Michigan, right? Mecosta County in Michigan. Let's go check that out. Right? Highly probable that American mounds existed in Mecosta County area, consistent with the broader archaeological record of the region, even if they are not extensively studied as those in Ohio River Valley. So it was something there, right? suggesting that geography around Mecosta County may have been supported to such settlements. So I believe they said something about tearing that mound down in this thing, right? Among the curiosity, also 2 tablets. I think they tore this mound down. So it's like when they find grand stuff, they tear the mound down. Now in the day, you can't even find the mound. They try to tell you it was one there, but it's gone. Mecosta County, Michigan, it's gone. I tried to research it, can't find it. But they talk about it's some stuff around there that lets you know it was mounds there. Right? Right around the Great Lakes. I told y'all the Great Lakes area is ancient culture in the Great Lakes area because that's where the copper started coming from, right up there in this area. So there's a lot of stuff I can't find, but I'll be on them. Now, these are artifacts found in a Paleo-Indian artifact in Connecticut dating back 10,000 years ago. 10,000 years ago, people. And let me show y'all, let's blow that up. Let's blow that up. Who that look like? Who does this look like? Let me cover her up. Who does this look like? Roll the corn. Now, it telling us all these Native Americans built all these beautiful arrowheads. We built them beautiful arrowheads, people. All them arrowheads they be finding in the river. It's our stuff, man. There ain't no Native American arrowhead, 10,000 years old, made out of obsidian and flint. That's our culture. Damn, they're looking like Oprah Winfrey. Looking like Oprah Winfrey, bro. Don't let y'all look over for a little while longer. Roll the card. Look at that. These are melanated people. Roll the card. Let's keep going. Builders of the noble lineage. Now, noble lineage. That's what I want y'all to look at. Builders are of noble lineage. These are the real nobility of the planet, people. The mound builders of the noble lineage. These are the people the Sumerians are talking about. The Egyptians are talking about. This ancestral lineage of real nobility, real kings, real queens, real princesses coming from mound building culture up into Egypt and Samaria. This is where this stuff comes from. Watch this. The builders are of noble lineage, right? They descend through centuries from makers of the Egyptian pyramids and the Indian mounds. Whoa! I might end the live with that one. Because while they talking about this bloodline of these great people coming through noble lineages, descending through Egypt's pyramids and the Indian mounds. You see that? Now, what I tell y'all about Greece? What did I tell y'all about Greece and Rome? The ancient Greece, cathedrals, and St. Sophia Mosque to makers of the Manhattan skyscrapers. Damn. Y'all know who made this stuff. Y'all know that bloodline is linked together. Y'all know how great these people was. Builders of a noble lineage. They descend through centuries of time from the makers of the Egyptian pyramids and the Indian mounds, all the way to Greece, Rome, ancient cathedrals, all the way to mosque, and the makers of skyscrapers in Manhattan, New York. Now think about that. Think about that. Just think about that. Think about how great of a people with this. Now, let me explain something to y'all. Now, When people speak of royalty, when people speak of royalty, black nobility in Europe and Africa and in the Middle East, the first people who put that royal bloodline on the land, that's where they get this nobility lineage from, people. Either they mixed with them a little bit and got some of the blood, or they just wiped them out and took over their whole identity, right? Because the noble people are the first agriculturalists. So if you ain't got no agriculturalists in Europe and ancient Africa, when we bring the agriculture with the noble bloodline of those virtuous so-called Hebrew-style people, you mix it or they take over you and the other way around it. And then they live as the nobility of their land and live off the agriculture of their land. Now, somebody in the chat said, I've got an Egypt's blood. The blood never left the blood. Our blood left here and went to Egypt. If you live in Timeri and your ancestor from the southeast and the Midwest and Atlantic coast, the bloodline is American bloodline, not Egyptian bloodline. Our bloodline went over there. That's what I want you to understand. That's why our blood is still matching up with people coming out the tombs in Egypt, because our bloodline had went over there a long time ago, right? So don't look at it like you got Egyptian blood. Look at it like Egyptians got your blood. You see, the culture came from here and went there. So the bloodline never left the land. They just lied to you like the great people was in Egypt. That's the bloodline. Not knowing that those people came from here, because Egyptians sold out their own mouth. Their ancestors come from the West. We are descendants of the red man, the copper man. Them the ancient people, right? So when I look up Phoenicians and Cretans and all that, they call them the red man. So, and this is the people they talk about that look like this, right? We ain't talking about no damn Native Americans. We talking about people that look like this, right here. These people had copper from Michigan, people, and they took it all over the world. And their settlements built mounds and corn walls all the way up to buildings with columns. Then it was wiped out around the time after the buildings were columns, right? And then other people started living in them, claiming they built them, like Moors, like governments of countries over there in other places. All the way in Russia, bro, we built the building. See, that's a whole deep conversation I have to show y'all. But them buildings all the way over there in Russia, we built them. All them Tartarian buildings they call in Eurasia, we built them. That's why corn be on the wall in the ancient buildings all the way across the world. They don't understand why it's there. In the Roslin Temple in Scotland, corn is on the walls. They couldn't figure it out for hundreds of years. They're like, why is the Roslin Church Temple got corn on the wall? And ain't no corn growing over here in the time this building was built. Yes, it was. Our people brought it over there, and we put the corn on the wall. Now that same chapel was used in the movie The Da Vinci Code, trying to trace back the lineage of the Virgin Mary. Remember the Da Vinci Code? Tom Hanks. That's the same cathedral they used in that movie with the corn in the windows. And they know that ain't nobody from Scotland built that. Do your research. So these people are trying to track down a religious theme for the beginning, because they don't know it wasn't religious at first. See, that's how you mislead the people. We're going to track down the Virgin Mary's blood. You ain't going to better do that, big dog, because the Virgin Mary is Virgo in the sky. Therefore, There was our representation of the mother goddess. So ain't no Virgin Mary blood unless you go back and hit our blood who created the star alignment for the Virgin Mary. See, that's where they mix in our ancient culture with religions. And then they got people thinking that it's actually these entities are actually real, but the whole time they stole that story from our agriculture story of ancient times. Because Europa is the Pleiades star system riding the white horse of Taurus. That's the spring. Europa ain't no real woman. Europa just is a name for the Pleiades star system riding the back of Taurus. When the Pleiades rides the back of Taurus, that's the beginning of spring. And they turned it into a Europa deity, which became the name for Europe. So they took our ancient culture of a nature's loving people and turned it into religion. And they turned it into these names we use and different stuff we use. They turned it into names for these countries and stuff like that. That's why the corn wall and the mounds are all go together over there. Right? They cut down all the cornfields over there. They burnt it up. They don't want you to know the corn is right there by the mounds and the corn walls in Europe. So the history of the world is all backwards. They tell you the civilized man came from Africa, but the civilized man came from America. The whole time. Then I had a couple of more receipts, right? Let me see. I showed y'all that one. Let me see. Okay. Tombs of the mound builders along the Little Cedar River in Floyd County, some miles northeast of Charles City. The tombs are to be explored and it's to be believed that archaeological knowledge will be obtained there. Now, I couldn't really find a whole lot, but ancient mounds, Floyd County, Iowa, right? Ancient mounds and earthworks, Floyd County, Iowa, effigy mounds, national monument, located in northeastern Iowa. This is what they're talking about right here. Tombs was found out there, people. Interesting. Tombs. They don't tell them what they pulled out of these places. Now, in the ruins of the structures have been forced stone axes, on crude construction, corn cobs, dried and shrunken almost into nothing. The fact that the corn cobs are prehistoric is proved from the fact that buried with the mummies of the mound builders from the valleys in the valleys below have been found a variety of Indian corn, which was doubtless grown in those days, but the kernels were dried up that they would not germinate. It was so old, right? Would not germinate, as has been demonstrated by repeated tests. These people taking corn off mound builders trying to still grow it, people. You see that? It is thought that the cliff dwellers were most likely a somewhat warlike people and were not extensively devoted to pastoral pursuits, deriving their livelihood chiefly from the wild game which flourished abundantly throughout the region, right? The attempt to speculate as the probable date of the erection of the cliff houses would be beyond my ability for why those houses are there. No solution of the mystery of the builders has of yet been arrived at my knowledge. So, ancient corn buried with mummies in America, that goes along with the Osiris theme, because corn is resurrected in the spring. So, all this stuff goes together, people. So when I go back to these cultures and I see that the corn goes along with the Ankh cross and all of that, now you understand it. Now you understand that the ribbon in ancient times was the Ankh. Corn, Haru. Therefore, this little block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, happens in June. See, when you read the zodiac, this happens in June. Now it breaks the code of the knowledge. Once you go to the summer solstice, the Ankh happens in the sky during the spring equinox. That's where it comes from, right? The date palm is the tree of life, right? Corn, right? Haru, Sirius, the falcon. Sirius rises, celestial rising is in June during the summer solstice. So all of this go together in this quadrant of a zodiac. The loop is the ecliptic loop that comes up before dawn. Then you have the all-seeing eye, Sirius rises, right? And it's harvest time of the corn, right? And the date palm is the tree of life. So all this go together. So research in ancient times was the ribbon, the Ankh, yes. That is the summer solstice for the harvest of crops. The key to life. This represents Sirius rising during the celestial rising in the summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. That's June. That is the summer solstice. All that go together. The corn go right along with the Haru ideology and the Ankh and the date palm, which is the tree of life. Fire. Can't teach you no better. Can't teach you no better. Let's look at that. Let's look at that again in another spot. I want y'all to know this stuff real now. This stuff real. This is another one. So I gotta start getting out the country. I gotta start getting out the country, bro. I gotta get out the country, man. I gotta go get some. I gotta go see this stuff, cause this is all the way in Greece, right? I have to go see this stuff with my own eyes and get some type of documentation of this stuff. And because once they see somebody like me starting to break the code of what's going on, they start to hide the artifacts. Because when I started a couple years ago, I can get a whole lot of information about the artifacts. Now, when I go in there, I don't know if it's my email is blocked or I can't, they won't let me go look at them like I used to. So I know where to go and I know what to do. So now I gotta start fundraising and like I say, getting this land, and I gotta start traveling. I gotta go to these places where they're hiding our knowledge. Israel, Crete, the Samaria, because we got cornfields on the Euphrates River that they won't show. I found one receipt of it. We got date palm trees on the Nile, and they don't pose to be there, people. These are the places I need to document. Spain, Italy. It's so many, it's bigger than America. Our culture left here and went right through the Mediterranean and put things all over these areas that don't pose to be there. All that Celtic mound builder shit, that's us. Like an old man gonna ask me why you wearing that Celtic jersey. The Celtics is mound builders. That's us. It's not them. They just use our old culture to coincide with St. Patrick. St. Patrick ain't got nothing to do with that. We are the mound builder with these symbols of the clover and all of that. I'm gonna show y'all that one day too, man. These are mound building cultures. They are taking culture off of and assimilated into newer cultures. The Celtics is not hunter-gatherers. That's us. That's why I like the Boston Celtics. Roll the card. But I got to go to these places and go to these mounds and go to these museums because I know exactly what I'm looking for. So let's say I go to Crete, right? Crete, Greece, island of Greece, beautiful agriculture, whole structure out there, right? Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. I gotta get it together and get out there, man. I gotta put this stuff on the internet, cause this stuff is for the future, man. This stuff is for our people to go back and find this information somewhere in Crete, right? Crete in Greece, right? Mississippian symbols on mounds, buildings like this, the corn, the Ankh cross, all of that. People coming from way on the other side of the world on boats, putting stuff out there like this. In the museums is where this is at, right? I got to go see this. Bro. Because see, they got museums making millions of dollars off our artifacts, and they think it's some other culture, but really it's us, right? Because these people got copper from Michigan, corn from the Mississippi. They bury themselves with seeds. So you got to understand the culture, and you got to understand what some of these symbols mean, and you got to understand the zodiac and the star alignment and all of that to understand our ancient culture. And once you understand, and I ain't saying understand all of it because it's thousands and thousands of stars, but the stars that are very important to us are the stars that go along with agriculture, different parts of the year. So once you know those stars and know what they turned into, now you can decipher things like this. Getting on here just making shit up is not enough, right? It's still, the picture is still blurry of what the ancestors were trying to say. But when you know what you're looking at, you know where culture it come from, or who are the people who came there and done it, right? So we ain't here to speculate. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. This is a big task, right? But if I saw somebody else who actually could do that, who actually went over there and represent our people in the right way, I would get out the way and let them do it, right? Because I sometimes I feel like this ain't my calling. I teach it, but after I look around the board, ain't nobody that can do what I can do with this stuff. Nobody. One day I was just looking for somebody who could really do this stuff and tell it the right way. Now it's people that can do this. Now it's a couple people I respect that can do it. They can do it now, but I would really have to do it myself to feel fulfilled in what I'm doing, right? So I said I'm the only person who really can go tell the story, the greatest story ever told, and show the artifacts all over the planet and show it the right way. Because a lot of people be making shit up and they be reaching and they talk about aliens and goddamn Anunnaki, and they talk about white mound builders and white pyramid builders and fake ass Egyptians and fake Cushites. See, I ain't gonna tell the story like that. They whitewashing shit. Then a lot of people don't even understand the information enough to even teach it. So I'm gonna have to do this shit myself, man. It's just so many hats. I don't want to take on all these hats because I know I ain't gonna be able to promise y'all I'm gonna get all that stuff done, right? That's my problem with the teaching of this. I don't want to tell y'all something and I don't get it accomplished, then I make myself mad because I don't accomplish it because it's for the people. But I gotta try, right? All I can do is try. All I can do is get the time, get the money raised up, go over and get all this information. Still try to get the land and try to get us something going on the land, get the house, get some stuff built on some land that we own. It's a lot to take on, but somebody got to do it. That's all I got to say. Somebody got to do it. Because see, it's getting to the point to where all we are doing is teaching American Indian. American Indian. That's cool, but we are way more than that. We are way more than just American Indians, people. We are the bringers of the most ancient knowledge on the planet that changed the face of the earth and fed children in civilizations for thousands of years. Without this knowledge of astrology going with agriculture, with these seeds, and it's working together to build civilizations, a lot of us wouldn't be here. This earth would have been messed up long time ago. Famine is the worst thing on the face of the earth, y'all. So a child starved, a child hungry in Africa, a child hungry in India, a child hungry in the Middle East. When I see it, it bothers me, because imagine 5,000 years ago how hungry they was. They still hungry today, people. People are dying of starvation in the Middle East and Palestine and Eurasia today. Now imagine thousands of years ago how bad people were dying. That's where all the Black Plague and all these diseases and malnourishment and all that come from, right? So when people get our information in our small agriculture fields around the world and take over them and then charge the people to eat and then call themselves nobility, see, that's European nobility. They take over the ancient lands that we built with the corn, and they ration out the food to the people around and call themselves nobility, and they get rich off of it, and they still live on our ancient culture today. Like I told y'all, people think I'm lying, bro. We had a covenant with nature to help feed the world. After we was able to get self-sufficient to feed our people, it's not a covenant with God. It's not the Ark of the God's covenant. It's the Ark of nature's covenant. When you understand it, you can break the code. So instead of us just sitting there eating on our own land, we took off a covenant with each other to take this teaching around the world to feed everybody. That's why they call nature's and God's chosen people. We understand nature enough to feed everybody. So when we go to these different places and they see the different things that we have done, the stonework, the pyramid, the agriculture, the beautiful clothing and jewelry, they get jealous of us. We come in peace. That's where we come in peace come from. It's written in stone. We come to ancient lands in peace to teach a certain thing, and we were attacked and enslaved and made prisoners of war all through history because we ran across evil spirits of man who didn't understand the knowledge could save the world. They just wanted it for their self. So when you speak of the Ark of the Covenant trying to get hid from these other people, that's what the real story is. The Ark of the Covenant is not about God. The Ark of the Covenant is about a teaching that can help save people. And once we realized these people wasn't good enough to get this knowledge, we tried to hide it. So you put all these scrolls of the knowledge in a covenant box and you hide it. It's in the Bible. Hidden in a hill, away from the evil man. The knowledge of agriculture, the knowledge of spirituality, the knowledge of the stars, the knowledge of the earth, the minerals, written in some type of Paleo-Hebrew on animal skins. It's so old. You hide that from evil man. Look it up. Because evil man takes this and rations out food and knowledge to his people where he can come up, not everybody. Now y'all understand it? That translated into religion, but it didn't come from there. If I give evil man the knowledge of the stars, the earth, agriculture, mound building, structure building, and he uses it against his people, because pharaohs had started doing it. Pharaohs had started doing it. That's when it started. Pharaohs had started doing evil ego stuff, starving motherfuckers out. taxing for funerals. That's where the word pharaoh comes from. Pharaoh comes from the taxation of a funeral. Look it up. When pharaohs start taxing people to bury the dead, they start calling them pharaoh. That's the real pharaoh meaning. Pharaoh ain't no chief. That's when the people start turning bad. Right? This is the best knowledge you're gonna hear in your ear, bro. Ain't nobody gonna tell it like this. I'm gonna tell it the way it's supposed to be told. Pharaoh comes from the taxation of burial practices. It's not really a good name, right? Research it. So that's when the ego and the power of the knowledge and the agriculture all came together, and they used it for greed amongst their people. Now they want to enslave everybody. Let my people go. Because you didn't learn that from there. You learned that from the other side of another culture that enslaved, mixed with my culture. Now the slavery culture is taken over after the knowledge is attained. After the knowledge get attained between two different groups, now the slavery started to take back over. Now they like, let my people go. Now you trying to enslave us to work for you. It ain't supposed to go like that. Right? He said Anubis is not American. Anubis is the Zolo dog. The oldest Zolo dog found in a burial is in America. Mr. Slits, hunter-gatherer. American Indians had the black dog of the river, the black dog of the tears of the river. That's older than Anubis. We got the oldest Zolo dogs on the face of the earth buried off the Mississippi River. The Zolo dog ain't even from Africa. So how the hell you think that it don't come from there? Let me show y'all what pharaoh mean. Let me get a receipt. Let me show y'all what pharaoh mean. How the hell you think that it don't come from there? Let me show y'all what pharaoh mean. Let me get a receipt. Let me show y'all what pharaoh mean. Let me show y'all what pharaoh mean. Now, give me a two. 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 Y'all hear me? Give me a two. Now, pharaoh comes from a system that included taxes on tomb construction and priests. Furthermore, wealthy Egyptians included Shapti, figures in the grave, believing these magical servants will perform labor taxes on the behalf in the afterlife to avoid external tax obligations. Pharaohs, as owners of the land, levied taxes on farmers and officials to fund state projects and the administration of the kingdom. The monetary tax was paid on the purchase of rival plots from temples and on the act of burying the dead itself, as seen in demonic receipts from Thebes. Demotic receipts from Thebes. Now, they called them pharaohs because they taxed the land. They taxed, see, the ancient culture didn't tax the land. Now, pharaohs start taxing the land just like a damn funeral director. Now they want to charge you They want to charge you for burying the dead, right? Do you ever meditate and go within for more information? Listen, bro. If you don't know where spirituality came from, ain't no use you trying to go in and find it. You have to know where things come from. Then you go within. See, a lot of people want to go within and don't even know the knowledge. You have to know what you're looking for when you go within. You have to know what you're meditating for. You have to know what you're grounding your feet for. A lot of people just doing this stuff because they see other people doing it. Right? A lot of people just doing stuff, bro. But they don't know the history. They don't know the intention. They don't know what it's supposed to even be done for. They're just doing it because it look good. Right? It's not about looking good and looking woke and looking knowledgeable. It's about learning what they were really doing and where it really comes from. Right? Then you get in touch with your inner side. Them people not meditating and don't know what they doing, bro. They're not just out there, no. They already know the knowledge and the history of their ancestors and what all this stuff mean, what this mean, that mean, where it really come from. Okay, let me give you an example. Right? Let me give you a great example. I hope this shit pull up because it's kind of old. Let me see. Let me give you an example. Roll the coin. Now, I might can't find this stuff. Let me see. Let me give you an example, bro. Let me give you an example. The one who speaks with the stars, with the red giant, the star Arcturus, exactly on her ascendant, right? Now, let's break this down. The one who speaks with the stars, with the red giant. The red giant is the Arcturus star, right? Exactly on her ascendant. Now, the red giant star of Arcturus comes from agriculture. That's where they come from. Arcturus is in the Boötes star constellation. They called it the plowman. I just told you about Osiris is the plowman. Enlil is the plowman. Now, a hunter-gatherer who don't know that they come from agriculture or be outside acting like they talking to the star, red Arcturus. She don't even know it came from agriculture. She just acting like she's some type of star maiden. She don't fucking know. She don't know. Right? He said Osiris is an Anunnaki god from Orion. Osiris is not no Anunnaki god. You damn fool. Anu is Orion in Anunnaki in Sumerian. Same thing as Osiris is in Egypt. But it comes from agriculture of the spring. That's why it's important to my people. Now your people get out there and do shit like this. I'm a unicorn. I'm a unicorn. I'm the god of corn. I'm a unicorn. I'm the god of corn. Easy. Give me a 2. My phone ring. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Let me break this down, bro. See, we cannot do this shit. See, this shit right here is fucking my people up. We got to get back to the truth. Them people living in a fantasy, dumbass star Wars ass story. They don't fucking understand it. They are worshiping gods that come from agriculture, from stars that we aligned before hunter-gatherer came out the cave. So therefore, when you act like them, you are fucking up the balance of the earth. If you get on this internet and talk about Inky and Enlil and Anu is coming back to save your black ass, you are acting like them. If you go to Zachariah Sitchin book and read about aliens giving motherfuckers DNA coming out the sky in spaceships, you are just like her. If you talk about you a Pleiadian from the Pleiades star system, and I just told you the Pleiades is Europa over the damn bull of Taurus for the spring to rejuvenate the crops, put the seeds in the ground, you out here talking about you a white Pleiadian. I be laughing at these people. We got to get back to the truth, bro. All this mythology and making shit up, taking our culture, turning into a fucking freak show. We got to stop that. Let them people do that. Don't you do that. That ain't for us to do. It's not for us to sit here and praise Thoth and praise Pleiades and praise Arcturus. It's not for that. It's not for us to be try to praise Osiris and call ourselves of the Prince of the Moon. It's not about that. It's about the knowledge for the survival of your people first. Rubbing on no bowl, talking about your ass from Nibiru ain't finna save none of us. You might as well go on over there and be a motherfucking Muslim. You might as well. How you gonna talk about religions and you are worshiping deities just like them? How you gonna sit up there and roast religions and you out here praising Thoth? And you praising Anu and Enki? And you praising Apollo and Zeus? How? And Zeus the damn Cygnus, the stars of the Cygnus of the summer triangle. Aquila is the eagle. All this shit coming out the sky. But if you praise any deity, you might as well take on a religion, nigga. It's the same thing. Okay. Fruits and flower offerings is for the harvest, people. That's it. That's it. One day out the year, you supposed to do that. One day. When the Ankh cross come out in the sky, summer solstice or celestial rising, that's the only time you supposed to do an offering. Just walking around doing offerings every month, that shit ain't, no. Hell no. Hunter-gatherers is just putting offerings out every day. Now imagine if we starving. No, ain't on no March 20th because that's the spring, right? The spring is for sowing a seed. Why would I be putting fruit out there and I supposed to be putting seeds in the ground in the spring? Sow and reap. While you sow, you put seeds in the ground. You don't put no offering out there while you sow. You sow when the harvest comes and show respect back to the planet and the star alignment that taught you agriculture. Hunter-gatherers just going outside every day, dropping shit on the ground. That ain't how they're supposed to go. In ancient times, ain't no food to throw away. Why you think we out here trying to get spiritual with the crops to make them grow? We ain't got no food just throw on the ground. We trying to have a good harvest. We just came out the winter. We just ate up all the food storage in the winter. We still need that till the harvest come. We not throwing nothing away. We don't waste nothing. Now, people who learn it from a whole nother way, every time they step outside, they want to take their shoes off and throw fruit on the ground. That ain't how that go. You celebrate, okay. Now, in the spring, we do celebrate the rejuvenation of the earth. That's the Mardi Gras type of thing, right? But they're not doing offerings right there. They just celebrate the sowing of a seed for the new harvest on the way. So it's a celebrating of the season change because it's time to work. So we're going to celebrate, then we're going to work all through the spring until the harvest comes. Then we celebrate again during the harvest. Summer solstice, right? That's where they come from. It don't come from hunter-gatherer just talking to Arcturus out there planting their feet on the ground with no fucking shoes, acting like you know what the hell you doing. You don't know what you're doing. You can't talk to Arcturus, baby. Arcturus don't talk back. Now we got all these goddamn stargazers and stargazers and Pleiadians and reptilians and all of this shit getting in the way of the real knowledge. You can't talk to the Pleiades. Your white ass is not from the Pleiades. You ain't from outer space, hunter-gatherer. He said, show Anubis in America. Okay, here you go. Here you go, big dog. Right here. 8,500-year-old black Zolo dogs buried in mounds in America, way older than fucking Egypt. Canis lupus familiaris. There we go, right there. Canis lupus familiaris in fucking Illinois, 8,500 years old. That is Canis lupus familiaris is the Zolo dog buried in America before Egypt ever fucking started. When did Egypt start, Truth? When did Egypt start? Roll the corn. When is the first dog found in Egypt? When is the first dog found in Egypt? I just had the receipt. I ain't even got to show you, man. I ain't even got to show you, man. Go research it yourself. Teach no hunter-gatherer nothing. Listen to me, bro. We got the oldest black soil on the face of the earth with Zolo dogs, black dogs, buried with people on the black soil in America. You think this shit a joke, right? There go the Anubis dog, the Zolo dog, buried on the black earth in America. See that? Black earth, that's Kemet, nigga. Canis familiaris. Zolo, on the black earth. That's Kemet and Anubis. That's where they get that shit from. We took that over there. The Zolo dog is from Tamari, hunter-gatherer. It is not from Africa. Quit. Y'all been worshiping it too, ain't you? You hunter-gatherer been worshiping it too, ain't you? That's why y'all mad. Y'all been worshiping American shit the whole time with the cornrow. They go to Black Dog, they go to Anubis, same shit. Look at that. That comes from this. Don't you ever forget that. That's an American dog buried way older than Egypt ever started. That dog ain't from no Mexico neither. They be talking about the Mexican dog, Zolo is from Mexico. No, it ain't. 8,500 years ago, wasn't no damn pyramids in Mexico. Roll the corn. These dogs, that ideology came from the Mississippi River, man. Them dogs got took down there just like they got took to Egypt. Y'all gonna start underplaying North America like we ain't the old culture. We is. Creek Indians still had these damn dogs in the 1600s. Stop playing with me, man. I got receipts. Melanated Indians still had the Zolo dog in the Southeast in the 1600s, bro. Still walking around with the same black hairless dog. I don't know why y'all think everything come from Egypt, because the white folk taught you that. Every animal them people got come from here. Every last one of them. Let me show you. I hope I can pull it up, and I'm going to get out y'all way for the day. Hope I can pull it up. Let me see. Every animal. Every animal them hunter-gatherers got come from here. We taught them all. Every one. I hope I can find the receipt. Anubis is the Zolo dog of Timeri. Ra is the American hawk. Okay. Keep playing with yourself. Ra is the American hawk. Ra is the American hawk. Horus or Haru is the American falcon. I ain't even got to pull it up. Ra is the hawk of America. Anubis is the Zolo dog of America. Haru or Horus is the peregrine falcon from America. And Thoth is the American ibis. Man, these folk got American deities on the Nile, and you think that shit come from over there. Say it again for the people in the back. Ra is the American hawk. Look it up. Pull up a picture of Ra in Egypt, then pull up an American hawk in America. You're going to see the same damn bird. Okay, now you go to Horus, Haru. Pull up the peregrine falcon with the eye motif and pull up Horus. Same shit. Pull up Anubis and pull up the Zolo, Xolo dog. Same shit. Pull up the American ibis and pull up Thoth with the long beak. American. Pull up Bess, the little small midget from America, and then you can find them in South America, older than Egypt. All that Egyptian shit coming from right here. Look. Mesoamerica, Bess. He go Bess in the middle of the goddamn Aztec and Inca calendar system. That's Bess. All this shit American. We ain't get that from no damn Africa. They got that shit from us. Yeah, Bess is in Hindu too. I told you in Hindu, Sun Lily 9. Google this for me, Sun Lily 9. Google what is Makkah in Hindu. What the meaning of it is. Makkah. M-A-K-K-A-H or M-A-K-K-A in Hindu. What's the meaning of Makkah in Hindu? What is it, dog? You found it? You see it? Makkah in Hindu. Eddie Wright, what's up, brother? How you doing, bro? Y'all follow Eddie Wright. Follow my people from the SIP, man. Follow Eddie Wright. Top Flight Barbecue. Follow Eddie Wright. Pull up Makkah in Hindu. It's maize. It's corn, people. It's corn. The pilgrimage to Makkah, they're not talking about no black boxing in the Middle East. They're talking about corn. Now you get it now? You get it now? Roll the corn, man. My great-grandmama taught me this a long time ago. My great-grandmama taught me everything I know. I just went back and studied it more to understand it more. But the principles of what I be teaching come from my great-grandmama. Right? I don't learn this from no books. I get the books on the back end. I get the knowledge from the ancestor. Right? That's why I'm different. I ain't getting no knowledge out of no books. The book ain't doing nothing but bagging up what I already know. So my great-grandma told me in Hindu, they would talk about the pilgrimage to Makkah, the pilgrimage to the corn. Then she taught me about the Southwest, the Southwest of America that was doing pilgrimages to Makkah, just like the Hindu. We are the people who created the Hindu culture. We were there first. Right? Makkah, Mecca. Where do you think Mecca come from? It started with the pilgrimage to Makkah, then it became the pilgrimage to Mecca once the knowledge hit the Middle East. I didn't know what I listened to. My people used to tell me this stuff. My grandma used to sit there chewing tobacco and talk about this stuff rapid fire, right? And I'm just sitting there like, Grandma tripping, man. I'm trying to go outside and shoot ball or go smoke me some weed. Or I'm on some whole other time. But over time, she kept preaching it, right? So now, when I get a little older, and I start to, shit I know other people don't know, I see it different. And then when I say something, they be like, man, you tripping. So I just started getting on TikTok talking about it because I know where this stuff come from. Because some kind of way, and I'm going to tell you what's amazing about this is, what's amazing about this information is it was passed down to her. So this knowledge was going all the way down through the South for hundreds of years, for thousands of years. All the way up into the 1930s and 40s when my grandmother received the knowledge because she was born in 1909, right? But her mom and dad were from the 1800s in a small town named Fannin, Mississippi, right? So they was teaching this knowledge down the land like it never broke from the land. That is amazing to me because colonizers were trying to break the knowledge from our people so we wouldn't remember this stuff. But my family, some kind of way, some kind of how, didn't get broke from the agriculture teachings. So she was telling me about in the Bible, corn-fed Egypt, corn-fed Samaria, corn-fed the Jews, the Israelites. And she was saying this stuff, and I'm like, Grandma, how the hell corn feed the Israelites? I'm like people who be trying to debunk me. How are they corn from over here? So I start asking questions. We took it over there, son. Don't you understand what I'm trying to tell your stupid ass? I'm like, damn, Grandma harsh. But this what you gotta do. Is you listening, boy? Did I just tell you we took the shit over there? I'm like, okay, Grandma, damn. So I get older, I get to researching it. Everything she said, bro, I'm talking about right aligned with the truth. I'm gonna tell you something she was talking about with a friend that blew my mind, and it's coming straight out the Bible. But this was an agriculture teacher. She said, from the east, put up a tarp. Like where they had the farm at, right? She put up a tarp on the east side of the field, right? I'm talking about big poles going up in the air with a black tarp on the east side of the crop field, right? And she was telling her friend, it's time to put it up because the locusts are coming. The grasshoppers coming. So I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. How the hell you know when the grasshoppers coming? Now in the Bible, the plagues, the grasshopper come eat the crops from the east. Am I tripping? I get older, I'm like, how the hell do y'all know this stuff? laughing about it. Like, you know them grasshoppers coming from the east, and they gonna tear your crop up. Put that, so when you hear them grasshoppers hitting that tarp, you cover your field. Right? So the grasshoppers start hitting the tarp because the wind is blowing them from the east. They not flying, the wind is blowing them in. This is a representation of an evil spirit going through agriculture turned into spiritual things. So this is a representation of some type of evil coming from the east, eating your crop. This is how they looked at it. This is Hebrew. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Nobody talk about on this internet. Y'all can lie all you want. I'm sitting here looking at these people do Hebrew things on the ground. Because see, at this time, my grandma had a small farm, right, in the yard. The big farm had already been taken, the tobacco field. This is when she was in Jackson, Mississippi, in her backyard, putting up a tarp on the east of a small, probably a 10 by 10 farming little agriculture field. She was just growing stuff she cooked in the kitchen with. Put up a big tarp on the east side of it. Bugs get to hitting it. She go out there and cover the whole thing with the tarp, nail it down. I'm talking about this shit is crazy. And then when I get older, I'm like, she pouring corn flour all by the door, pouring corn flour all around the house. I'm like, what is she doing? Grandma crazy. When I researched this stuff, bro, they put corn around the house to protect it from evil, bro. Bro, this shit is real. People think this shit is bro, listen. When I see this stuff with my own eyes, I'm 12 and 13 years old. I am scared. I'm thinking my grandma is freaking out. She would walk around the house pouring out flour, cornmeal. Now, with cornmeal, I'm sorry, cornmeal. Walk around the house pouring this shit out all the way around. It's a big white line around my grandma's house in the middle of the hood. People looking at my grandma's yard like, man, your grandma crazy. When I research this stuff, that's to keep evil spirits out your house. Now I understand what she was doing. This is a cultural teaching from America. Putting up stuff to the east to block grasshopper from eating. The moon is at a crescent moon. It's time to plant the peas. She's saying this stuff. We don't know what the hell me and my cousins don't know what the hell she talking about. The first quarter of the moon, it's time to plant the peas. That's not African teachings, bro. And this ain't no Native American. This is a melanated woman from the South. This ain't no Native American blood in her. She all red and copper and dark red, bro. So who is teaching her this? Her ancestors taught her that. It's just that simple. Roll the corn. These people are coming back with deers, stripping the deer down with a knife out the kitchen. Got his ass roasted. These ain't no Native. These people been doing this for a long time. Rabbits, skin his ass, put him in some onions and some potatoes and some gravy. His ass is in the oven. You think this shit a joke? I ain't even thought twice. Onion, potato, bell pepper, 40 weight gravy, his ass on the plate. These people from the land, bro. These ain't no goddamn Africans, man. Look at what they doing. She is making cornmeal herself out of corn, grinding corn. These people is not buying nothing from the store, but damn near some meat. Come on, man. Roll the corn. She is eating Red Man and Levi Garrett tobacco all day. Where'd she get that from? Ain't no African chewing no tobacco, bro. Y'all can stop all that lying, bro. I am 12 years old buying Levi Garrett and Red Man from the corner store. The man in the store, I already know I ain't old enough to buy this shit, but he know it's for my grandmama. So he let me buy tobacco. I'm not even old enough. Take your ass to the store and get that damn Red Man. I ain't got no ID. I ain't nowhere near high school. Oh, this for your grandma, Miss Sarah down there. Oh, tell her I said hello. Take this straight home to her. I'm going to call on the phone if your ass don't get there fast enough. This is real shit I remember day to day growing up. She chewed this tobacco since I was born till she passed away, bro. These people are Indians, bro. These is not no motherfucking Africans. These people got mounds on their old land that was taken by white folks through taxing of the land, through back taxes, bro. These is not no damn Africans. She chewed tobacco so much, my cousin started chewing the shit. And he was young as me. He maybe been 15 and I was 12. Got him chewing the shit. Grandma like, boy, get your ass out my tobacco. She is chewing snuff and tobacco. Listen to me, bro. This shit really is a problem because, to be honest with y'all, they do not teach us our real history, bro. And I'm going to tell y'all what's so crazy about my grandma. This the reason why I do this shit, to be honest with y'all. I'm just going to cut through all the bullshit. This the reason I get on here every day and do this, bro. I feel the love of that woman from back then all the way to now, bro. You don't even remember people that long. Bro, I still feel her love today. I still remember how it felt for her to be happy and fuck with you. You know how you get older, you be like, bro, I don't care if them people don't fuck with me no more. You need her. If she don't fuck with you, your spirit gonna be hurt. When them people used to be mad at you, you were hurt back in the day. Cause you know they really cared about you, bro. See, these new people don't really care about you like that. They, yeah, we love you. Get your ass out of here. Them people really love your ass, bro. You can still feel it today. It's the reason to keep going behind it. Them people really gave a damn if you ate, if your clothes were clean. Is you learning something? Is you out here living bad or living good? They really can't. Bro, my cousin I just talked about, who that was 15 that was chewing tobacco, he got murdered, bro. He got murdered on Mega Evers in Jackson, Mississippi in the 90s. He got murdered when he was like 19. My great grandmama, bro, did not leave her room for 2 weeks. I'm talking about it devastated her, bro. She had lost weight. It wasn't eating. She cared about my cousin so much when he passed away. She couldn't even get out the bed. Her spirit was so low. All she did was sit in there and prayed, bro. She couldn't even move. She didn't want no food. This is love, bro. Today, people die. Motherfucker hop up, get them a suit. They out there laughing at the funeral. You know, rest in peace, man. All this capping and shit. When my cousin died in 95, them folks' whole spirit was hurt. In the dark, in the room all day long for 2 or 3 weeks straight, bro. Devastated, really love you. These days, people, oh, the funeral Saturday, oh, I'll be there. Ain't no connection no more. She really mourning. Right? That's love, bro. That real love. You go off to college, bro, these people are crying and in their room because you finna leave their house and go to college, bro. I left her house and went to South Jackson to go to Jackson State when I first got out of high school. Them folks cried when I moved out their house. Come on, man. This real love. I have never seen love like this ever again. I don't even think my mama loved me that much like that. I know my mama loved me. I ain't saying that. I'm saying the amount of love she was giving out is unmatched. Come on, man. And you still, that power of that love got me through a lot of bad days in Mississippi. Because I know I can't give up. She didn't do it. She could have been gave up. They took all her land. We eating sandwiches and just trying to eat. She trying to feed everybody sandwiches and chips. And she could have been said, gave up, bro. She never gave up. Never folded. Never complained. She kept teaching. Kept on. This right, this wrong, nigga. Sit your head down. She didn't never give up. So therefore, that's instilled in me today. Can't give up, bro. Can't lay down. Ain't no surrender. Ain't none of that going on. Ain't no getting on no drugs and living on the street, falling out, not doing well for yourself and just giving up. Nah, I can't do that. They're gonna have to give me 100 years, bro. Truth not gonna be on TV like this. Truth out of here, y'all. Fuck. I ain't going like that. Roll the corner. They talk all the shit they want to do. But these people's power, that woman's power, to this day still fuels me, bro. And she been gone since the early 2000s. Long time ago. Still fuel me to this day because you know them people really, 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 really. Some people give a fuck about you because of what you can do for them. Or you can buy me something to eat today, or you can give me some gas money, or you can give me a ride, or I can come sleep on your couch, or I love you, I love you. They love you because of some type of thing you can do, right? Them people love you for you. That's it. Ain't no catch. Ain't no catch, ain't no string, no sinker. Them people love you because you they bloodline. That's the only reason they love your ass so much. They gonna talk shit, but at the end of the day, that's my blood. This is what this shit is about. It's not about the car or the house or the none of this other shit. These people descend from my bloodline. That's it. I'm rolling with them. That's the end of it. Y'all can hate y'all cousins and aunties and shit if y'all want to. That brings bad energy to your life. I'm telling you. Let them act like that. You don't act like that because that brings bad energy. You cannot curse or go against your own bloodline. No matter what they do, no matter what the world got them fucked up. But in ancient times, they can act crazy all they want, but I'm still gonna treat them with a respect and a manner. Now they can go out and act crazy. We can't control what other people do. We can control what we do. Don't put that on yourself. I read that in the book from the Egyptians. They were speaking on, do not hate your bloodline, no matter what they go out here and do, because the evil of that is gonna come back on you, right? Blood is thicker than water. I don't know. See, white folks told y'all that shit. Water, nah, blood thicker than water, nigga. So don't even put water and blood in the same thing. Blood is thicker than water. Blood saves lives. Put some water in your blood transfusion and see if your ass don't fall out. Motherfucker, it's over. Come on now. Let them act funny with you, but you treat them people nice and respect. They can act funny all they want, but I'm not going to put that omen on myself because I know my ancestors don't like this shit. Come on now. So you can argue and talk about your auntie and cousin them all you want to. That still brings bad luck back to you. That's why you having a hard time. Let that shit go. Show respect and love to them people. I ain't saying I go over there and hug and kiss on them all day, but you put it in your head, I love, respect my people, even though they some damn fools. I'm cool with that, but I ain't gonna put that on myself. And watch how better you feel and how better things go. We've forgotten it. We've forgotten that hurting our own people hurts us. We forgot that. We can't forget that. Them people really cared about the person, the bloodline, my family. Them people really cared. They don't care if it was 30 of y'all ass in the house. Everybody was cared for the same. My great-grandmama, we had cousins from all over Jackson. All of them in the house. All of us on the floor sleep on pallets. She cared for me just like she cared for them. I called them today and asked them these questions. They're going to say the same thing I said. I still feel our love today, Brian. Never felt it again. That was real, 100% love. They love you for you. And that's what that knowledge came from. The love for their people. Because when I map these stars out, I got to get this good harvest out to feed my people. Simple. If I don't do it, we're going to perish. My bloodline is going to perish if I don't achieve a good harvest. So therefore, this knowledge got to be A1. The star alignment got to be right on time for these crops. Or the flood, finna come flood out my land. Or the locusts coming to eat my crop. I can't let none of that happen. Ain't no excuses for me to starve my people. That's where the power come from. So all y'all niggas trying to teach it all come from deities in the sky. And all these damn gods, and I'm praying to Tiamat, and I'm praying to damn... That ain't where that shit come from, big dog. That's why you ain't got the power. You don't even know the land. How you gonna be woke and you don't even know the land? You don't know the land or the star, but you woke. Around here acting like you the best thing walking with the most knowledge. You don't know nothing. You don't even know the land. You ain't never stuck your hand down there in that red clay. You ain't never used no astrology for a map, a sun alignment or a moon alignment for you ain't never done that. You don't even understand it. And people be thinking I be tripping when I be dissing these people. I see through the bullshit, bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. It just sound cool. It sounds cool. But you don't really know what you're talking about. You don't really know the connection between nature and all of that with the people. You don't know why people connected to their land. You don't know why. They moved our people to Oklahoma during the Trail of Tears. We wanted to go back to Mississippi. It's written. We want to go back to Mississippi. This is our ancestral land. You connect to the land because you worked the land. Not because you lived there. You worked it. You made it do what it do. Therefore, you are connected to it. Let me give you an example. I was watching a Young Thug interview about his dad. Gunna's daddy told him to look out on Gunna and make him a good rapper and make him successful. Gunna said he done it on the strength of the ancestors. Because he don't know Gunna. He know Gunna daddy. Right? So in respect for Gunna daddy, who was an OG in my hood, I'm going to take Gunna with me because I already blew up rapping. So I raised Gunna from the dirt. Yeah. I raised Gunna from the dirt. We are connected now. I raised him from the dirt. To him being nothing, to him being one of the biggest rappers in the world. Now, he started crying because he connected to that. He raised it. He brought that person along with him while things were going the right way, right? So you get connected to people and things and places when you have a background with it and you struggled with it and you worked with it and you molded it, right? So now I feel what Young Thug is coming from. I work with you, bro, hand in hand. I put you on songs with big artists. They don't even know your name before you was a big artist. I built you up, bro. It ain't about me just doing it for you. It's about me. I built you up. I built you up to be great. I helped you along your way. A lot of people don't get help. So when somebody, he comes back and says the man took the statement for that YSL was a gang, it broke him. Because our people are connected to progress of our people sometimes. That man is connected, bro. True enough, he ran in mouth and talked about a lot of stuff. He was in jail. But anyway, spiritually, he was connected to Gunna. And when Gunna signed that paperwork and could have got him some time in jail, it broke his spirit. Because you don't believe that somebody you struggle with and done all this stuff with will do you like that. And that's the same thing as them taking us from our ancestral land, the Oklahoma. We are connected to that. We built that up. Now that it's great, y'all want to take it. Now that it's great, it's gone. Because the land was so cultivated, all we had to do was just line it up and put it out there and let it ride. It was good harvest. The harvest was good every year. We built it up for thousands of years. Now white people get our harvest and eat off of it. See what I'm saying? So we are connected to things that we build, right? We connected to it. No matter what you think if y'all build up your husband or your wife and they just up and leave you, that shit gonna hurt because you helped build them to be a great person. It's that simple. So it's just a connection, right? So people in Oklahoma, I was watching some old stuff about the people from Oklahoma, Tulsa, being from the Mississippi and Alabama who wanted to go back. They said, we built Tulsa up, that's cool, but we still want to go back to our ancestral land, down south. So even though we built Tulsa, they still want to go home because they are connected through generations and generations and generations. So I just want people to understand it. So, now, we got to start looking back at what those people were doing. Start remembering what they were doing. How they done things. How they expressed their way through things. How they looked at things. Because those people were connected to something that they took out of us a long time ago. And I can see it. Right? I can see it. We still got a lot of it in us, but a lot of it is gone. Because the colonization took a lot of stuff out of us. We started putting material things before our own people. That's not our culture. It's not our culture. That's their culture. So we got to get back to our culture. If we take care of us, we don't need nobody else to help take care of us. So all that government and all that old United States corporation shit, if we get back into our ancient things that we done, we can break the cycle. Our people won't go hungry. Our people won't have nowhere to stay. Our people won't learn all about all of the deities and the culture that they bring to us. We won't learn that a car and a house is something to throw in the face of your own people like you more successful than them. We will break that. So I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great day. We know the truth now. I'm putting this on YouTube if you missed the first part of the live. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I had about 400 people in here, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. 185,000 likes. Appreciate y'all. And all I can say is I feel better. I feel better about our people coming along in this journey that took so long for us to get to this point. And now we're coming out of it, and it's amazing. And I just want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. I'm in love with you because this is a series of events that went on for a long time, and it took us a long time to start back. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that I accepted that I got to teach this stuff the way it's supposed to go, because like I said, it takes somebody to spearhead a movement, and that's what I feel like I'm doing, because a lot of other people who teach knowledge ask me questions, and because I look at it from another way, and those are people who really trying to learn. And if I have a question, I'm gonna ask it too. But bro, listen to me, y'all. Scientists and archaeologists email me and ask me questions. Scientists and archaeologists, YT people, be emailing me, bro. Asking me my opinion on stuff. I ain't say I be answering it. I don't be answering some of this shit. Because some of it be, they want to just steal some knowledge. But now it's a couple dudes that's mixed. It's a couple dudes that's mixed from Europe on TikTok, and they be asking me, and I be talking to them. But a lot of people don't understand this stuff. Still to this day, it's 2025, and a lot of people don't understand that what the Ankh cross really mean, or just basic stuff. They just think it's just something that was just, they know it was spiritual, but they don't actually know what it means. Or a symbol from an ancient culture, or you know. I gave my email out to the mixed archaeologists from Europe, because they do mound work over there, right? So he gave my email. I told him not to do this, but he gave my email to 2 or 3 white archaeologists and teachers in Europe, right? And they be emailing me with pictures. So, and I'll be like, bro, that's too much. Like, I just want to deal with you. But and I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm from Mississippi. I ain't never done no archaeology. I ain't trying to do that no way, cause I ain't digging in no mounds, right? No, I'm not finna do that. Now, but they don't understand what they pulling out of these places, y'all. They still don't understand what they pulling out of the Cornwall in Europe. What they pulling out of ancient mounds in Egypt. They don't understand. They still don't understand it, but I'm not doing that. Y'all can send me a picture and I'll look at it, but I ain't, nah. They be trying to get me to, nah, hell no. No way, Jose. But scientists and archaeologists be asking me questions because they understand that if you know certain things, you can break the code on certain things. They put information out that goes along with what they think is true. They don't really know if it's true or not. And a lot of people on my YouTube be watching my videos and they get to the point where they're like, man, we need an outside person to look at this and see if it means something else, right? And I appreciate them for doing that though, because some of the stuff is amazing, but I just don't like that they still putting it out. Now, sometimes they show me stuff that had been pulled out in the early 1900s that they still can't decipher, and I'm cool with that. But like new stuff coming out the ground now, they still doing it, y'all. They still pulling stuff out of Egypt and Samaria. And I'd be like, man, stuff just coming out in January 2025. So, but if I look at it and I know it's from our culture, I'd be like, damn. Way over there in Europe, man, some American Indian shit. And I don't tell them all I know neither. Y'all know how I do. See, I tell y'all way more than I tell them. I just be like, oh, it's a such and such. Right? Shit crazy, man. Y'all have a good day. Let me get out y'all hair, man. I've been on here 2-3 hours, man. Check me out on YouTube. The land link is still on YouTube for the land. And the Cash App is We Know the Truth now. And it still got the pool up with the land link, so you can go in there and see how much is in there, and see how far progress we got, right? And like I said, I gotta do the mounds coming up in Moundville, and I gotta start traveling to these spots in Egypt, and then there's some tombs in Egypt. I want to go show y'all the corn up close, and there's some places in Crete. I gotta get around the world, man. I'm to the point now. I gotta break the history of the whole planet because ain't nobody else gonna do it. So I think it's on my back at this point. So love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Roll the corn, Galil at the gun. We know the truth now. Check me out on YouTube if you missed the first part of this live. Y'all have a great day, man.